Welcome to Geotech Quick Fix. Right now, I'll be showing you how to quickly import and plot coordinate data in the Excel format and convert it to shapefile in QGIS. At the end of this video, you'll be able to import coordinate points from Excel and convert it to shapefile QGIS, and also label the attributes. Let's begin by launching our QGIS software. Now that we are in the interface of QGIS software, the first thing we do is to change the coordinate reference system in the map view to the coordinate reference system of our data. Then we can go through our data to check that data is clean and ready to be used for the plotting. There's the data. We open it in Excel. Here, data is clean, saving it in comma delimited format. So now we can proceed to change the map view coordinate reference system to the same reference system in the data. The data coordinate reference system MENA datum UTM zone 32, which is a projected coordinate reference system, was used in capturing the data. Now we set the map view to align with the same coordinate reference system to avoid any form of mismatch or anomaly that may arise from the data while being used in GIS environments. Now you can change the coordinate reference system in the map view by clicking the symbol below. The map view is in default mode, which is QGIS 84. Now to change it, you can go through two means. You can either search by typing the coordinate reference system we want to use. By the time we type MENA, it will show us every coordinate reference system that it's in MENA datum. Then we can scroll to the projected coordinate system UTM zone 32 knots, which is the same coordinate reference system used relative to the ground field observation. So once we are done, click apply, OK. Now, as you can see, coordinate reference system has been transformed to projected reference system. So another way that we can set it is to use the ESPG code. The ESPG code for projected coordinate system zone UTM zone 32 MENA datum is 26332. By the time we type the ESPG code, it will display the coordinate reference system. So you can now click OK. So now we can proceed to how to import the coordinate data, which is in Excel format, by going to the toolbar where we find the open data source, which is represented by this symbol. When we click, you can see it will display other tools. So we will go through it and add and select delimited format. So here you can go to the three dots here to browse to our working folder where we'll select the data which is in Excel. So we'll open and it's going to display all the information contained in the Excel file. CSV format, comma delimited, has been selected here. So if you go to the point coordinates, we will check to ensure that the X field shows 816 as contained in the field of the coordinates, and the Y field displays nothing, depending on what was used in the Excel file that we're importing. So for the Z field, we're going to select the elevation because it's not displayed here. We will cross-check the geometry coordinate reference system, which has been set to be MENA UTM zone 32 knots. Then this is a preview of the Excel file we imported. Once we are satisfied with all the information, you can click add. The data is now imported successfully into the QGIS map view. Now that we have successfully imported our coordinate file, which is stored in Excel format, so QGIS, next thing to do is to export it to Shapefile, which we'll do by selecting the imported file, right click on it, and go to export here and select save feature as. Now a dialog box will be displayed where we can set the format, give name to the shapefile that we're creating. So in the format section, we can select the drop down menu in case the shapefile is not displayed as default. So all these drop down shows all the formats that we can export to. In this case, we are selecting S3 shapefile. Now, when that's done, the coordinate reference system is showing what we have configured it to be. The next thing is the geometry type, which is in automatic, which means the system automatically detects the geometry type of the vector data. In this case, we are dealing with point feature. We can as well select point geometry as well. Okay, now we have to select the file name, which we can enter here directly, or to be sure that it's saved in a working folder, we'll click this three dot symbol. Now we're in a working folder. You can now type the file name. So once that's done, click save, and we cross-check the coordinate reference system. This is the projected coordinate that we have configured the map view to be. In the geometry type, point, select point, or we can leave it as automatic. So we can just click OK. So the notification shows that the layer is successfully exported. Now we'll label the shapefile that we created by double clicking on the point. So in the dialog box that is shown, we can change the symbol color, by selecting from the color ramp that is showing display. We can move this to select a color. So you can as well select from the symbol that is already available in the QGIS software. Select any symbol. You can reduce the size here or increase it the way we want. You can change the color as we have shown before. So once we are pleased with that, we go to the label. We are going to label the attributes. So here we are having no labels, so we have to select a single label. Now in the value that is shown here, from the drop down arrow, you can select the field that we want to label. So we want to label the information stored in the point ID field. So click point ID. So here from the text, this shows how we can set our text the way we want it to be shown. So we have the font here. You can leave the font the way it is or change it by selecting the drop down arrow and select our preferred choice. Let's choose area. So select area. In the size, you can change the size, you can reduce the size or increase it as we want. In the formatting section, you can leave it the way it is, the spacing, the word, the case, maybe uppercase, lowercase, the buffer. You can draw buffer around our text. You can mask to mask the text and only show the character. So you can do all forms of settings in this area. So once we are pleased, just click OK. So our text is automatically displayed in the map view. This brings us to the end of this video. Please do well to subscribe, like, and click the notification button to stay updated. You can also drop your comments below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next training. Bye.